everyone. This is Sarah of thehealthyhomeeconomist.com and welcome to my kitchen once again. Today I'm going to show you how to make ghee. And you're wondering, well, what is ghee? Well, there are a lot of different names for ghee. Indian Clarified Butter is another name for ghee. It's also known as butter oil. And those of you that have read the book Nutrition and Physical Degeneration by Dr. Weston A. Price probably are familiar with the term butter oil. That is the type of fat that Dr. Price recommended to be taken with your cod liver oil, because butter oil and cod liver oil together work in a very synergistic fashion, and the immune enhancing effects of taking cod liver oil is very much improved by taking it with your butter oil. So how do you make ghee? Well, it's very, very easy to do. And why would you even want to make it? Well, first of all, it is much less allergenic than plain butter. So if anyone has any sensitivities to butter or dairy products, a lot of times they can still use ghee, because when you make ghee, you're in essence removing all the milk solids from the butter. So what is left is simply the fat, the pure butter oil, which all the protein has been removed in the form of the milk fats. And many times, as I said, people who are allergic to dairy find that they can use ghee just fine. Ghee also doesn't need to be refrigerated. It can be kept in your pantry for many months. And so it's a very convenient type of dairy oil to use for cooking. It's great for frying. It has a very high smoke point, kind of like coconut oil. So if you want to use it for frying, it's wonderful for that as well. So let me show you how to make ghee. It's really very, very easy. What you want to get is you want to get the best quality butter that you can. And as you can see here, I've got 1 pound of very, very yellow, very nutrient dense grass-fed butter. That's really, if you're going to take the time to make ghee, make sure you get the best quality butter that you can, because you want your ghee to be very nutrient dense. Particularly if you're making your butter oil to take with your cod liver oil on a daily basis, make sure that you get very high quality butter to make the ghee. So the first thing you're going to do is take 1 pound of unsalted grass-fed butter. And it doesn't need to be raw. You can get low temp pasteurized as well, because what we're going to do is we're going to put this on medium heat, and we're going to bring this butter very slowly to a boil. We don't want to bring it quickly to a boil. We don't want to burn it in any way. So because we are going to be heating it and bringing it to a boil, you can use low temp pasteurized grass-fed butter. You don't have to pay the premium for raw. So what we're going to do is wait a few minutes until this butter completely melts and softens and becomes liquefied, and we'll show you what the next step is in just a few minutes. Once the butter has completely melted and been brought to a boil, you'll see that you've got all this foam that comes to the top. You need to very gently take a slotted spoon and remove as much of this foam as you possibly can. Once you've removed the foam, then we're going to continue to very lightly simmer the butter, the melted butter now, for approximately 5 to 10 more minutes to completely separate out the milk solids from the butter oil. And you'll know when the butter oil is ready when it becomes completely clear and translucent, and you can see right to the bottom of the dish, and you can see the milk solids turning slightly brown on the bottom of the dish. After about 15 minutes of simmering, once you've scooped the foam off the top, you can see that the butter oil, the milk solids have now settled on the bottom, and the butter oil has become very, very clear. You can see right through to the bottom of the baking dish. At this point, you know the ghee is done and ready to be separated. To separate the ghee, once it's done, you're going to need a glass jar and a sieve of some kind, a funnel of some kind, and cheesecloth or even a coffee filter. You're going to go ahead and put the cheesecloth inside the funnel, And of course, you've turned off the heat by now. You're going to take the butter oil and very, very gently pour it through the cheesecloth into the glass jar. And you notice how the milk solids remain on the bottom of the baking dish. You're now going to remove the cheesecloth and the funnel. And you now have a lovely jar of ghee, which you can let it cool here completely, and you can leave it on the counter for several months. It does not need to be refrigerated. If you would like to refrigerate it, feel free. You can do that. You can use it now, as I mentioned before, for cooking, for frying. It is a very low allergenic form of butter for those of you that are sensitive to dairy. And if you would like to use it as a supplement with your cod liver oil on a daily basis, you can even take empty capsules, empty gelatin capsules that you can get from the health food store, open them up, take a little bit of your liquid ghee, fill up these capsules, and then you can keep them in a container and take them that way as a supplement with your cod liver oil on a daily basis. So that's all there is to it. That's how you make ghee, and make sure you get the most highest quality butter that you can to make your ghee. You'll notice how beautiful and deep, deep yellow this ghee is. And if you notice the ghee from the store that does not come from grass-fed cows, how pale yellow it actually is. And the color comparison is indicative of the nutritional quality. This is Sarah, the Healthy Home Economist. Hope you've enjoyed our video for this week, and I'm wishing you all the best in the kitchen.